This project took about 2 days. I believe he started 2 days ago. So it took him about 2 days. I think he was missing a panel, and we had to go and make sure. In construction, anything can happen, and that is something that you want to find a builder that will take care of every little piece, because it's a process, and that's what we're really good at. Is we make sure that the whole process, we take ownership of it, we take full accountability for it. What's up, guys? So we're in Austin, Texas, and we are about to check out this building in the back. It's really, really nice. It was just finished, fresh and clean. So let's check it out. But before we do that, I want to show you what he's using it for. So if you're thinking about buying a building, you're probably wondering, what I could use it for. Well, I'm sure you would. I mean, before you even buy a building, you know, right? In this case, this customer is going to be storing his classic cars. Let's check him out real quick. He's got a Mustang there, and then he's got also a Camaro. So looks like he's gonna be working on them. And actually, I know a lot of my customers, that's what they do. So let's check out the build now. Let's check it out. So it is a 30 by 33 by 12. We can basically build at your specifications, at how you want it. In this case, the customer's concrete, he initially wanted it 30, but now his concrete was made 33. He called us and we made it 33 for him. It's 12 feet tall. So it's 12 feet tall from to the eaves, and then to the pitch it does rise about 3 feet to 4 feet approximately. And then look at this. This is our standard walk-in door. We do have steel doors if you want something heavier duty as well, but these actually do, and they're a really good price. The panels are up and down. You can do horizontal, but this is the vertical option. If you notice the trim, there's no overhang in the front. So what we can do is we can do a full around 6-inch overhang, just like the eaves, all the way around. That is an option. You can request for that. But again, it's really more on preference. If you notice, even the ridge cap, those little details make a huge difference on the build. What that does, that bend, it might look, let me zoom it in. That bend on the ridge cap prevents any water that is, with the wind blowing, to come in through it, and it's also aesthetically a lot nicer. Super nice white color panels, Galvalume trim, Galvalume even roof, so it's super, super nice. I do want to talk about the concrete. So the concrete here is done really good, and one thing that I really like here is the slope, because the customer is going to put in his own overhead door. He's got some pine at his home. So if you notice, yep, he's going to do a door that is like pine. So he wants to do his own overhead door. We do offer overheads as well as roll-up doors. But in this case, this is how I recommend you to slope your concrete where you have your door. So let's check this out. You can see right there how it's sloping. And then the beauty of it is that it's got the notch, so the panel comes out on the outside. That way the water just won't come in. Okay, so this is super nice. And then obviously the slab to where the customer is going to be coming in is sloped, so all the water is just going to run this way. Let's see the inside here. And by the way, the opening here is a 12 by 14. Or 14 by 10, I'm so sorry. That was the previous door. I think it's a 14 by 10 if I'm not mistaken. This building is certified for Texas winds. We do certify them up to 140 miles per hour. If you notice here, this is where we are anchoring the building here. So like this, we use the concrete wedge anchors. We dig them, I think it's about 12 inches. I need to verify the specs, but it should be around 12 inches. It goes deep in the wedge and it locks himself. It's just never coming out from here. All the braces in the corner are to maintain the support from shifting in the wind. You're probably wondering right here. So you're probably wondering right here why he has this. So essentially the customer is going to be building or putting on an overhead door in the future. So if you notice, we've already framed it. We've created a header, is what we call, to support the trusses up there. In the future, all he has to do is take these off, open it up, super simple, and put on his overhead door. So a customer will be doing it in the future, so he already prepared himself for that. We use galvanized square tubing steel. If you get the 12 gauge, it comes with a 20-year warranty. Beautiful, it looks really, really good. And you can tell there's the Galvalume roof, how it changes from the white to Galvalume. So I recommend Galvalume if you're in hot weather like Texas. You want to reflect that heat out. If you get like a dark color, yep, it can get hot. And here, something that I like to talk about a lot is that our buildings come standard with Galvalume screws. I recommend to get color matching screws. All our quotes are gonna have that. You can choose to take them out. But in this case, it actually matches really nice because you got the Galvalume trim, and so now the screws match. But if you have like black, green, those colors, and not having color matching screws, I'm not a fan of that. I recommend that you do get that. Okay, that's just a recommendation. But overall, at the end of the day, the buildings are all still great quality buildings. Check this out. Let's get the outside. Screws are lined up straight. Look at the panel. The panel is lined up very, very well, straight. What I like about this build is that it was done specifically the concrete and everything. And so the panel is overlapping everything. So there's just no water coming in. This project took about approximately this project took about 2 days. I believe he started 2 days ago. So it took him about 2 days. I think he was missing a panel and we had to go and make sure. In construction, anything can happen. And that is something that you want to find a builder that will take care of every little piece, because it's a process. And that's what we're really good at, is we make sure that the whole process, we take ownership of it, we take full accountability for it. So yeah, this is the 30 by 33 by 12, all vertical beautiful roof. And I hope you enjoyed this content. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Check out our website, and see you next time.